On your Fast Track to 7, streets and highways are icy, and police say some people are still driving too fast for these winter conditions. One driver seriously injured and now facing DUI charges after losing control near an I-94 interchange in Valley City. They say 30-year-old William Smith of Valley City went airborne, rolled several times, and was then ejected from his vehicle. We want to take a closer look at your real-time travel conditions around the valley this Friday morning, especially if you're heading out or have big weekend plans. Jordan, how's it looking?
Yeah, we want to get a check of those conditions for you right now. You just said that there was a crash yesterday. We've been tracking some more this morning yet as well. A travel alert in effect for a portion of north central North Dakota. Wells County is the county closest to the Red River Valley that is also in that travel alert. So be careful if you are driving in that direction, just north of Mandan Bismarck as well. And the Minot area also in that travel alert today. Otherwise, taking a look at I-29 going up and down North Dakota here. We are talking north of Grand Forks, some scattered ice between Grand Forks and Fargo. Actually, seasonal conditions just a little bit north of Fargo. We're talking about the ice getting back. And then as we head further south into Richland County, we're talking about that ice again. Now, I-94, when we head west from Fargo, a lot of different things going on. We have continuous ice and patchy ice in and around the Castleton area, Valley City, green. Jamestown, back to the ice. West of Jamestown, we're talking scattered snow. So you're going to run into a lot of different patches of stuff on the interstate there, so make sure you're careful. Heading up to the North Highway 2, Devil's Lake, we're experiencing some scattered ice and scattered snow, and then some seasonal conditions as well. So this is really varying from road to road depending on where you are with what you are going to encounter. What that means, be prepared for all of it really when you head out the door. We want to take a look at our Minnesota side right now. Get this thing refreshed so we get the very latest on what we are looking at. Okay, things in Minnesota looking better out there. Thief River Falls, East Grand Forks, green seasonal road conditions. Bemidji, also seasonal road conditions this morning. Biggest difficulty area looks like the White Earth Reservation. We're seeing some partially covered roads there. And then as we head down I-94 southeast from Moorhead to Fergus Falls, that's always a rough stretch. We report on, it seems, crashes and slide-offs there almost every single day. We're talking fully covered just right outside of the metro. And then as we head further into Lakes Country, partially covered. And if we continue going on the interstate a little farther southeast, we're on a crash just west of Alexandria, actually 21 miles west of Alexandria. So between Ashby and Alexandria, just about. Talking about a crash on the interstate there. So again, be careful no matter where you're driving this morning. Our weather sure isn't making these roads any better. We want to get a check of your forecast now with Lisa Green.
Well, good morning. Yes, a little tough out on the roads this morning. Unfortunately, we see things worsen as the day goes on yet again today for one more round of this for your Friday night. Here's a look outside right now in Fargo. Breaks in the clouds. It's nice and pretty here with that sunrise showing, those oranges and yellows on the horizon with some clouds helping to frame it. But with clearing, we've watched our temperatures drop like a rock. We're only at 3 degrees right now in Fargo, so frigid out there. We've got some wind, too, out of the west at 15 miles per hour, so it makes it feel like it's 15 below currently in the FM area. Moorhead, the temperature there at the airport at 5 degrees. Grand Forks, a similar situation here. We're looking at a temperature of 4. It feels like 12 below. There's some places up by Devil's Lake that feel like we're in the 20s below zero. So bundle up this morning here. It's going to be a cold one. And there are some areas where we have some hazards. You don't want to get yourself into some trouble on the roads and not have the proper gear to stay warm as well. I'll look at your radar. It is quiet for the moment. We've got some clouds here as well on the satellite layer that are drifting to the southeast, and just a little snow between our viewing area and back over north of Minot. That's going to start to drift in as we continue on into the afternoon hours today. We'll see increasing snow chances, and then on top of that, increasing winds. A wind advisory for our counties in the west, including basically the James River Valley and west from there. That is where we're looking at the potential for some intense gusts to 55 miles per hour for some parts of that advisory. So add some snow to the mix, which we will have, and we've got trouble with some blowing and drifting snow. This takes effect at 9 a.m. and lasts until 8 o'clock tonight. If you're not in the advisory, just keep in mind we're still going to be windy this afternoon and see those increasing snow showers as well. Out at the bus stop this morning, just plain frigid for those kids. We're looking at temperatures single digits. We just showed you those wind chills that are really low. Afternoon, we struggle to warm, but we get into the teens, and we'll have to watch out for snow affecting those sidewalks and roadways and some blowing snow at that. This weekend, just plain cold, especially on Saturday. We start to make that recovery heading into the holiday week, and for Wednesday and into your Turkey Day, it's looking a little milder, but also a bit unsettled. We're going to have to watch out for the potential for some snow coming up next week. So details on that as it gets closer. Stick around. We'll keep you updated on that holiday travel forecast.
Yeah, but this morning, it's cold out there.
Yeah, it sure is. Some of us experiencing some of our coldest temperatures of the season so far, especially when you factor in that wind. Wind chills into the 20s below. It's the first I've seen it this season.
All right, yeah, that's a cold one. Lisa, thank you. 6:56 right now. It's a first for the North Dakota Supreme Court. What to do about the appeal of a murderer who killed himself in prison. Chad Isaak was serving life for the Mandan RJR murders where he killed 4 other people.
But since Isaak was found dead in his cell earlier this year, the justices are trying to decide if it's fair to continue with that appeal. Since North Dakota hasn't heard a case like this before, they're also looking at how other states have handled similar situations. The investigation report into a Fargo officer-involved shooting back in July is now available online, but a decision to ask for a review of the Shane Netterville case by the U.S. Justice Department still on hold at this time.
Members of the Police Advisory and Oversight Board as well as the Human Rights Commission have been pushing for an external investigation to be done by the U.S. Department of Justice, but it still doesn't have a green light to proceed. The topic of an independent review is expected to be revisited at the Police Advisory and Oversight Board meeting on December 8th at 5 p.m. An MSUM basketball player is kicked off the team, banned from campus, and facing criminal charges after police say he brought a gun onto the team bus over the weekend. Court documents say Brandon Deravine was mad after the away game in Nebraska and broke a window. Another player told their coach that Deravine had a loaded handgun in his backpack.
The coach confronted him and he turned over the gun. It wasn't fired, but it's against school rules to have a weapon on campus. Deravine is facing charges of carrying weapons without a permit and illegal transport of a firearm inside a motor vehicle. The Cass County deputy who tried to unseat his boss is now leaving the department. Sheriff Jesse Johnner says Matt King will not receive an appointment for 2023 because he does not fit the mission of the sheriff's office.
Now, King has worked in law enforcement since 2011. His last day with the department is December 31st. The loss of a loved one is a tragic experience that stays with most people for the rest of their lives.
But one beautiful thing can come from that pain through family and friends continuing to let their memory and helping others live on throughout their name. That's the case for Jason Devine, who was tragically killed in a drunk driving accident nearly 4 years ago. But his grandmother, Nancy Morgan, is collecting pajama donations for kids in need, all in his name with the sweet tagline, PJs for Jay. And this year, Morgan says that need is greater than ever.
The last 3 years, Nancy, maybe we could do the size 10s through 12s or, the 12s through 14. No, this year is newborn to that teenage year.
Morgan is accepting donations until December 16th. Now, if you would like to donate new pajamas, you can find the mailing address and drop-off event on this story on your VNL News app. Well, you better dust off the skates. The Broadway Square Skate Shack is about to open for the season in downtown Fargo. Here is a live look this morning at Broadway Square in downtown. Opening day is this coming Tuesday, hours from 6 to 9.
Look at it shaping up there. After that, the rink will be open from 4 to 9 Monday through Friday and noon to 9 Saturday and Sunday. Of course, weather permitting. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It sure is. Yeah, an exciting time in downtown Fargo.
Okay, well, we know it is a cold start, but check out this beautiful sunrise right behind us. It's all on our Friday, everybody.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. You have a great Friday and an even better weekend.